Nigel, I am so sorry. I apologize for Kim's behavior.
No need, sir. I trust Miss Natalie, Miss Driscoll, all right?
Yes, as well as can be expected, yes. Nigel, thank you. I've got it from here.
Sorry I snapped him.
Where do you get off talking to Nigel like that?
I didn't mean to.
This is my house. Nigel works for me.
I know.
He is a trusted employee, while you, my friend, are little more than a house guest. Over the years, Nigel has done more for this family than you could ever imagine. And he will not be abused. Not by anyone. Least of all, by a thoughtless little girl with a mean streak.
I said I'm sorry.
Right now, this is the last thing I need. Both of my daughters are in the hospital facing God knows what future. And you are here abusing a trusted and innocent member of my household? I don't care how much you're worried about Stacy. Nothing gives you the right to act out like this.
Stacy's dead.
What? You already know about Stacy and the baby?
Came out last night. How'd you find out?
Well, it's all over town. I certainly hope you let Stacy have it.
Not exactly.
Oh, don't tell me that you were easy on that skank. I mean, after everything she's done, after I found out, I went gunning for that wingnut, Kim, and I really cut her down to size, and I suggest that you do the same thing to Stacy.
She's dead.
What?
She drowned last night.
What, and the baby too?
She gave birth before it happened. The baby's at the hospital with her father.
So who's the baby's father?
Skylar Joplin. Let me get this straight. Your roommate gets a girl pregnant, then helps her perpetrate the lie that it's another man's child, all to hold on to a girlfriend that might otherwise dump him.
Right.
But the timing's off. The only way the lie holds up is if the baby is born prematurely. So, Skylar swipes this from the hospital to administer to his partner in crime?
I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what happened.
Okay, but you did find this empty vial in his bag after Greg told you that he showed up at the hospital with a premature baby?
I know how this looks. I do. But Sky is a good person. He couldn't have gone through with it. There's no way he would have knowingly jeopardized a baby's life.
I bet a few months ago you would have said he'd never knowingly deny paternity of his own child. Maybe you don't know this guy as well as you think you do.
Okay, all right. I made a mistake. I messed up, but I honestly thought that I was doing the right thing for everyone.
How was it right for me?
Because I saw what you went through when Rex slept with your sister. I saw how much his betrayal hurt you. I saw how much you didn't want to look at him.
You didn't want me to look at you the same way.
No.
You were thinking about what you wanted. What you needed. Not me. And definitely not that poor, sick baby.
Gigi, I didn't want to give up the baby, but I didn't want to give up you either.
What?
Rex already made a commitment to Stacy and the baby before
Your baby! Your baby!
I thought everything would be okay.
Okay.
I thought...
How is it okay to let Rex think that he was having a baby that wasn't his?
Gigi.
How is it okay to watch another man raise your child?
What are we doing?
You know, it. Hey.
God, what's the problem, Eli?
Oh, what does Eli have to do with this?
Oh, give me a break. You guys are doing it. I know you're doing it.
Why do you keep on insisting?
What are you talking about? I hear you. You're loud together. I hear you guys having sex. I know everything that goes on in this house.
Okay, fine. We're having sex, but that's all we're having, all right?
That's all I want to have with you right now.
No, there is no us. You got it?
Since when?
Todd, don't you know that I know what's going on here? Look, I'm not going to be your blow-up doll to help you get over Taya Delgado.
Since when are you...
No, stop. I've moved on, and I suggest you do the same.
You want to have sex?
Don't you?
Where is this coming from?
It's coming from whatever that thing is that makes people want to have sex. I mean, you like me, right?
Yeah?
You think I'm okay looking?
You're the hottest girl I've ever seen.
Then what's the problem? Let's do it.
I'm not ready to have sex with you yet. Not like this, anyway. And to be honest, I really don't think you're ready to have sex with me either.
I kept coming up with reasons why I was doing the right thing. I told myself that Rex and Stacy would find a way to make it work with the baby. I told myself that you and I were in love and we'd be together forever and we'd have kids of our own someday.
And what would happen to the baby that you already had?
I thought I could keep an eye on her. From a distance, I already knew Rex was a good dad. I thought he'd do right by Sierra Rose, too. And besides, I'd always be nearby if anything bad ever happened.
Something bad did happen, Skylar. She almost died on that mountain because of you.
Assuming everything we said was true, that Sky did steal the oxytocin from the hospital and used it to help this girl have the baby early, what kind of trouble would he be in?
Well, it depends on the baby's condition.
I'm not sure. All Greg said was that Sky came into the hospital with a preemie.
Worst case scenario, if the baby is in crisis or if, God forbid, the baby dies, if Skylar gave the mother that drug to deliver the baby early, he could be facing murder charges.
I was so relieved to find Stacy at that cabin safe. She was sore and tired. She had just given birth, but my girl was okay. And the baby she was being taken to the hospital was a total miracle. You should have seen this cabin.
I have. It belongs to my ex-wife, Vicky, so I've been there plenty of times.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just
no place to give birth. Certainly not in the middle of a snowstorm.
But she did it. Because Stacy's a survivor. Because she can do anything.
You don't have to do this right now.
I left her for 1 second. Just 1 second, and when I came back, she was gone. But she was so worried about the baby, she went out to look for her, and then she ended up falling through a frozen lake. By the time I got there, she was gone. My best friend is dead, and it's all my fault.
It's not your fault. It was an accident.
No, you don't know everything.
So this is how it's gonna go. You're gonna get your hands on some oxytocin. You're gonna give it to Stacy. We're all gonna live happily ever after.
If I had done things differently, Stacy might never have gone up that mountain in the first place.
Now listen to me. Stacy did not just go up that mountain. Mitch Lawrence kidnapped her.
I know, but...
What? Whatever it is, Kimberly, you can tell me.